It's almost been a calendar year since you guys took off for China. Throughout everything on the court, off the court, what's going through your mind as you now approach Game 1 of the finals?
Um, Special. I mean, it's been a crazy year. For us to continue to, be a step closer to our dreams, to reach our goals, is special. Um, I think our team has been through the most this year, um, and we just kept on pushing, kept on fighting. With everything that's been going on, I kind of think the hiatus was actually good for us to kind of just let us, kind of regroup, because we had such a crazy year. Um, the Lakers had such a crazy year, and we want to make sure that we finish this thing off right. Our team is a team that handled adversity this year, has been resilient, um, and now, I mean, we feel like it's our job to finish the season off, the way we wanted to start it, same way we wanted to start it, and we're 4 wins away from that, and it seemed like it all just come full circle.
Hey, Anthony, it's Tanya. When did the mood for you guys change from celebration to it's time to lock in and think about this next challenge? And how did you notice that happening, that change in mentality?
The next day, um, that night, we celebrated the Western Conference Finals uh, championship, and then the next day we had an off day. Guys watched the game together, and the next day after that we were locked in. So we celebrated that night, and then it was back to preparation for either team. Um, at that moment, and then when Miami won, it was time to lock into Miami. You know, Miami's a special team. They're a team who, a lot of people thought they shouldn't be here, but they're a team who fights. They're a team, who's tough, who make big time plays, got big time players on their team. Um, Guys who are in their first year, second years, who playing huge for them right now with a lot of confidence. So it's not going to be easy for us, but this is a team who very much deserve, to be here. Um, and they shown why all season, all playoffs.
Hey, Anthony, it's Bill Oram. I'm wondering, what do you remember about the Heat with LeBron when you were first coming into the league and those teams? And the fact that LeBron's first time in the finals with the Lakers, it's that team on the other side and kind of that familiar cast of characters that he knows so well.
Yeah, I remember the Dallas, the first one in Miami. That's when I really kind of like started locking in into the finals. I've always, watched it, but really started, getting real, goals and real dreams of being here one day. From that, I think that was 2011 team. And then, just kind of been watching, ever since. And he's a guy who, obviously when he plays against his former teams, he wants to win very badly, just like anyone else would. And to be back in the finals against Miami, I think means a lot more to him, winning this one than anyone else. And I think this championship is probably second behind Cleveland if we're able to get this one for him. So I think this one is going to be a tough one. He said this is going to be the toughest championship in NBA history from a mental standpoint, just because of the circumstances. But it's been fun to watch him, go through these, finals every year. Win or lose, he always comes back next year, and then to finally get back, after last year and go against his former team. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a hell of a series.
Awesome.
Anthony, I know you want to approach this series in terms of the schemes and the team structure that
your coaching staff wants to accomplish. But how much are you putting yourself or putting this series on your shoulders for the matchup with Bam Adebayo, and you know how you could influence the series based on that?
Yeah, Bam's a great player. Can pass. Reminds us a lot like Jokic, with the ability to, you know, he handles the ball a lot. He pushes on the break for him. You know, he made great passes, can score. He's like their energy guy as well. So it's gonna be fun. Two Kentucky guys. You know, Coach Cowden probably texted and called me enough about that, but it's gonna be a fun matchup. You know, I know a lot of people are looking forward to that matchup. You know, it's gonna put, I think, whoever wins that matchup, you know, their team probably have a better chance of winning the series. But he's developed so much, you know, since coming out of college, and even last year, you know, he's able to do so much for that team, and that team leans on him a lot. You know, he you know, had, I think that was game 4, where he took that pressure and took the blame for, you know, not playing well, and the team ended up losing, to come out in game 5 and almost have a triple-double. So he you know, for a guy to be in his second year, you know, wants that pressure, wants the big-time moments, wants to make the big-time plays for his team. It's going to be a fun matchup.
All right, we'll go back to Will.
You said back to Will? Sorry.
Yes.
All right. Let's go Kyle Tucker, please.
Yeah, Anthony, I wondered if there was one specific thing you can point to from your time at Kentucky that you think, you know, there's a bunch of young Kentucky guys, you mentioned Bam, and there are others, including yourself, that have thrived right away in the NBA. If there's something specific about that time at Kentucky that you felt like really got you ready for it.
Coach Kyle. He really runs his practice